turn it around completely. So comeback moments are still a thing right now, even though it is kind of minimalized. They have tried to bring it back with all the bounties and the shutdowns and stuff, but we'll just have to see again, because currently it does feel like a little bit of more of a snowball-y type meta.
Yeah.
The team that gets the early game grasp, they are able to end the game in the end. But again, it comes down to the drafts. If the enemy team has a late game draft, those one fight situation can actually happen.
And one more thing, I think, like before, like 2 or 3 patch before that, the jungle are assassins, right?
Yep.
But right now that we gonna see like Akai, Bauman, or even the
Cho.
Yeah, Cho.
It's getting pretty crazy. Esmeralda, we've seen the Esmeralda in the jungle too. So the meta right now is just very dynamic, right? The meta is very dynamic. Some of the assassins are still very viable too, like the Lings, the Lancelot. We've seen it time and time again with the Demon Slayer emblem though. So heavy emphasis on the Demon Slayer emblem. Unless you're on the Paquito, then usually they go for more of an assassin type build with the high and dry or killing spree.
Because they need the instant kill, right? And one more thing, there will be a difference on play style if they gonna use assassins or even the like sustainable hero.
Yeah, I do agree with that one. I mean, like, it depends on that one, but we will just jump to the banner. Apparently, they are ready at
your team is
1-1.
banning
2 heroes that we've talked before. That's not a lot. Actually, I don't think that they will let go these 2 heroes because this is still OP. Overpowered and still very strong, but there's still plenty of heroes that is still open. Valentina, for example.
Beatrix. All right, so Beatrix 1-1.
Mirko, first, what do you think about 1-1? Are you agree that 1-1 are like have the title of the strongest marksman in meta right now?
I think that actually goes to Beatrix. Yeah, I think Beatrix is a better laner in the gold lane compared to 1-1 because of the flexibility of the hero. 1-1, sure, very strong, especially level 1 to 3. You can just bully anyone in lane except Irithel. But the thing is, if you get shut down in the early game, or if you just get shoved in, poked down, there's not much you can do. Beatrix, on the other hand, you can clear, you can poke, you can do everything, and just wait for that power spike. Once you get the BOD Hunter Strike, you deal enough damage to burst almost anyone in the game. And just like that, we are seeing 3 marksman bans, and these are the top 3 marksmen right now.
And one more thing, Beatrix have the complete package, right? If you need the high ground, you can use the
so flexible.
Yeah, so flexible. So one last ban from the team.
The Kazakhstan is on the blue side, and Uzbekistan is going for the red side. So yeah, right now Akai, Masha,
your team is
along with
picking
Beatrix. Valentina is still well over. Yeah, but Vanny, I think like it's not really worth it to be in this first pick because like a lot of counter.
Yeah,
for
a
that
lot.
one. I mean, like Valentina is a very good one. Or if you want to go for Esmeralda, actually, it's gonna be very good. But Kadita,
your
strong
team
early
is
lane here for
my
Kadita
domain.
that can go for the mid lane and also for the roamer. Yeah.
It's a very interesting pick. The Kadita has found a lot of success recently in this patch, but again, you're leaving up the Valentina and the Julian, and they pick it up instantly. Hermes, Inspiration. So, Valentina, Julian. Is that way, is the Kadita too expensive?
I think very expensive.
Very expensive.
Right now, because like IMU from Valentina can steal the rough wave from Kadita, right? And they can do the counter setup if Kadita dive in too early.
Yeah, I mean like they must be having something on their mind with the Kadita like as the first pick. I know it's very expensive pick here, but Ruby,
Fredrin.
All right, they lock in the Fredrin, and still they're hovering the Ruby. If this, yeah, it's a very tanky composition, and if they pick up, well, they already picked up the Ruby. The Ruby should be the roamer this time around, so they are gonna opt to put that Kadita as the mage this game, with the Fredrin as well. So, that's the answer for it though. You have a Ruby, you have a Kadita, you go for a Diggy, instant response, and that time journey is going to have such a massive value in this game.
For me, if I was like Kazakhstan, I will pick more CC. I will just pick more.
For the team fight?
Because time journey can be used once, but after that I will have more CC to try to control this. I will just bait the time journey, and after that I will play the rest.
So Diggy doesn't have much choice if he needs to cover his teammates, so he needs to use the time journey earlier. But one more thing that Kadita have the power if he got more kill in the early game, so Diggy cannot sustain
Yeah.
the combo
Yeah.
wombo from Kadita.
I do agree with that. I mean, like, if you can see from the Uzbekistan right now, they are very close combat kind of heroes that they have right now, and they are not too tanky. While for Kazakhstan, even though that Kadita Thalassophobia is like having slight delay, but it's still quite
on,
tanky for
Dexter.
me.
It's
And
our
aside of that one,
team
they have
is
Ruby
banning.
and also Fredrin. I mean, like, look at the heroes that they have. It's very tanky compared to Uzbekistan. So, in the terms of sustainability, I'm still on the side of Kazakhstan so far. But they still need more damage, physical
Yeah.
especially. So marksman,
Wow.
they really need to choose over that one. Plate is still available.
punch for a
They're banning
punch.
over
Your
Balmond,
team is
Mojito,
banning.
Cloud. What are the
4
options?
marksmans.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 marksman
They're gonna
bans.
close all the marksmen.
Yeah, they just really hate the gold lane at this
Yeah.
point, right? Kazakhstan with a very unique take into the game here. I
Carry.
guess that's what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to force the fighters in the gold lane, perhaps. With their Ruby and Fredrin, they want to take the team fights against closed range opponents. They don't want to go up against the long range ones. So with the bans, if they are actually going to go for 5 marksman bans, then maybe we might see an Irithel,
Carry
Brody?
is also good.
Carry, Brody.
Yeah, Brody is very good one actually.
Yeah, because Brody have the course. He's trying to
Yeah.
stop, let's say, Ruby or Fredrin, and of course there'll be some the Torpide memory.
Torpide
I-
memory.
Yeah, it's very burst damage if they have
Your
like, the
team
force
is
stack.
picking.
Justice in the world.
But they decide 4 marksmen is enough. 4 marksman bans is enough. They're going to go for the Cho ban instead. And for the first pick, oh, they pick up an Esmeralda too here. Well, they're hovering it. They already picked up the Diggy, getting an
Your
Esmeralda,
team
one of a
is picking.
counter to one of the counters towards that Diggy with the shield absorb is a pretty solid choice.
But they have 3 magic.
A lot of magic.
Right?
A lot.
So, for example, if they build the Athena shield, or Radiant armor, or even the Oracle, that maybe Valentina and Esmeralda need to be careful.
Very careful, right? Because in terms of the damage, they're not really going to have enough. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. Are they perhaps opting? No,
Wow.
all right. It was just a hover. The Brody is going to be hovered around on as well. And in terms of the damage, you're right. It's more dynamic on the side of Kazakhstan. They have a lot of DPS. They have some burst. Well, mostly burst actually coming in from Kazakhstan. But most importantly, their damage output, it's mixed. It's not just magical. They also have physical damage. And this is something that Uzbekistan needs to respond with. Clint, solid choice. Solid choice. Massive damage dealer in terms of the physical department. But if the Clint falls early on, if he gets shut down, it's going to be very easy to counter all of the other heroes.
And Eamon have the camouflage, so Clint need to be careful. The Endless Shard will be a very massive damage to Clint, and it can be one instant kill.
That's the thing. I mean, like, based on the hero coming from Kazakhstan, Kadita and also Eamon, these 2 heroes is already a big threat coming for this clan. Like, the clan with the positioning, maybe with the Breath of the Ocean coming from the Kadita. And along with the rope waves, I'm really scared about that one actually. Is Clint doesn't, I think for me, Clint really need to have the Purify, or at least
Don't go long, Clint.
Don't, or at
Definitely
least
not.
Flicker or sprint, because
Yep.
the escape mechanism is the one that they need right now. But yeah, we will just see later. Is it gonna be the one that Clint tried to bring for inside of this first game of Best of 5 series? Remember, this is Best of 5
Yep.
series, so everything can happen. Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, based on the draft, who do you guys like more?
Oh,
Honestly, Kazakhstan more
dynamic.
good, dynamic right now, but we're gonna see in game because look, Land of Dawn is ready.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Land of Dawn is ready. We're going to dive straight into the game, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can also show your support in the comments right now. Who do you think has this in terms of the draft, Uzbekistan or Kazakhstan? Right now, right as we jump into the games, first thing that we need to take a look at is obviously those emblems, right? Because, all right, it's pretty unique here coming into the game. Both of the junglers, they've opted to go for Mystery Shop.
They don't even use the Demon Slayer, and look, the Diggy, auto alarm time bomb, that's gonna be disturbing the jungle. Look, they are setting up, and the Soul Fang gonna be the cover.
Let's test that one actually. The Torpaba still can be fantastic, but not getting by Uzbekistan. It's still Kazakhstan that controlling their jungle. I mean, like, the presence of DK always giving some threat,
Pressure?
because yeah, the threat is always there because of the alarm bomb. But aside of that one, I think like they really need to control the presence later from Valentina because Valentina need to scale along with that Esmeralda. So I think like it's better for this Diggy to control maybe the gold lane instead of going for the mid lane. Focusing on the mid lane not gonna give the good thing, I think, for the clan itself.
Yeah, I think it's all going to come down to that gold lane, right? Again, most of the damage that will come through in that mid stage of the game will be from the Clint and the Brody, and probably the Amon as well for Team Kazakhstan. But as of right now, mid control, just not even a doubt, not even a shadow of a doubt, because Uzbekistan with the Valentina and the Diggy will have full mid control as they look towards invading Kazakhstan's jungle.
You already level 4 and try to.
Okay.
Look, the turtle is gone.
Yeah, but I think right now the turtle is gonna be tried to be controlled by the side of Uzbekistan, and Kazakhstan right now wants to go for more. But I think Uzbekistan gonna be controlling this turtle without any contest coming from Kazakhstan. So I think it's gonna be very safe for Uzbekistan. When I thought Kazakhstan is the one that supposed to get that early movement.
It's all going to come down again to the mid control, but down below in the bottom side, gold lane is actually first blood as the falling Simon comes in, but the Petrify from the side of Kazakhstan able to disengage, but the rough waves comes in under the turret to pick up a kill. Going to be traded though as Relaxed is taken down as well. Roamer traded in for a mid laner, and Uzbekistan steal away the purple buff, so Uzbekistan still in the lead.
Yeah. So they're taking the turtle, they're taking the purple buff, so I think like everything is on the side of Uzbekistan.
Trafalgar with one last bar.
And we are seeing that actually the clan having the advantage compared to the Brody. So the Brody is actually winning the laning phase and losing the laning phase when we thought actually it's going to be Brody who's winning over that one. But the red buff here, the orange buff, is still on the control on the side of this Aemon. Well, we see that actually Uzbekistan giving pressure over pressure. They're not giving up their chances to get over this early game.
So much pressure from Uzbekistan, and look like
okay. But we're seeing, and actually in the bottom lane, the quick draw, getting one kill here for Brody. But aside of that one, I think Kazakhstan will lose another chance to take the control.
3,000 gold difference.
Very tough. Very tough right now for Uzbekistan. But look at this. Reverse time bringing Sarfang back on to the Clint to pick up that kills. They look to siege down below. Under the turret, again, like you mentioned, the Brody doesn't really have any killing pressure at all compared to the Clint at this point of the game. Level 7 to level 4, they've completely shut down the Brody.
So very unique here, but IMU already controlling over the Kadita here, ready for the rock wave. So the initiation is what Uzbekistan need at the moment. Will they have it? A reverse time, alarm bomb, Ruby is the main target, and look at that one, bowling starboard, getting several players from Kazakhstan side, but this someone able to get double kill, not even that one, I think triple kill, gonna be the hand of Kazakhstan, but losing 2 for 2 so far.
2 for 2?
Frederick, and look, clear solo turtling. Oh my god.
And he picks it up too. Solo turtling, he takes it as well. They're trying to funnel the gold as much as possible, perhaps towards the Clint this time around. And Uzbekistan, they're still in the lead, 6,000 gold lead, so even if they go for those crazy trades, 2 for 2, it's still kind of worth it because in terms of objective conversion, it's still in the hands of Uzbekistan. And just look at that Brody, he's not getting time to play at all. Meanwhile in the mid lane, Bishamon getting taken down by the Valentina down below as well. Don't just snowballing, picking up a BOD. What?
And look at that, the Aemon.
Oh my god, this Clint is just being so crazy, and not only that, Rogue Waves is being opened, but the damage coming from Herme here, getting another kill for the side of Uzbekistan. They are having 8,000 leads in the first 5 minutes. What is actually happening right now? They are not even, it's not even winning. I cannot say it's winning. It's a one-sided game that is being led by Uzbekistan, and they still aim for more. Andor shot is being opened, but the sustain coming for inspiration is still there, and Emerald getting the kill over Brody. Not only that, we are seeing Slade over Slade here, and it's supposed to be wiped out, and Uzbekistan will try to take over the objective after this one.
It's a wipe out for Uzbekistan over to Kazakhstan, and take a look at this. Instantly, they're converting on the objectives. Kolios, take a look at the highlights here. Take a look at the replay. What happened?
They need to try this moment, like the 3 versus 5 heroes, and then the Stormfang alone cannot sustain more the damage in here. So we're also gonna be gotten from the Esmeralda, and look, the base bottom turret gonna be destroyed.
Yep.
Blue team base turret has
They're going to go
been
down
destroyed.
again, taking that turret, and now they're going to go over to the mid lane. See, it's happening so fast. 6 minutes in, and they've already taken down a base turret. This is one of the fastest games we've kind of seen here so far. But look at Don't again in a 1v2 situation, able to outplay with the help of the reverse time, bringing him back. Amon going to be taken very, very low. But for the side of Uzbekistan, they might look for the end right here. 7 minutes in, onto the base already. Kazakhstan, no answers whatsoever. They jump in, but the time journey seals Kazakhstan's fate in game number 1. Leading the series, Uzbekistan, pretty solid win.
7 minutes.
Wow.
7 minutes.
Right.
Domination.
It's 7 minutes. It's total domination coming from Uzbekistan. I mean, like how they are. I mean, like we've talked about this before, like how sustained Kazakhstan's draft, like how dynamic it is. But actually, Uzbekistan, they know how to get this game. They know how to try to seek for a possibility. And they got it with the movement that they tried to bring to Kazakhstan. At first, it's not really working. We can see the Digi, alarm bomb, they try to steal over the purple buff, they don't get it.
And
But after taking the turtle,
Yep.
that's how
He
they
didn't have the
started.
standing point.
Yeah.
Like, he only needs that level 3 that can do for the rotation, right? And they always invade the jungle, make Amon very, very poor.
Oh, yeah. Amon was definitely not having a good game there.
Yeah.
Invading constantly, and mainly that bottom side. Don't on Clint. We said it. If Clint gets ahead, it's going to be trouble for Kazakhstan. But if you shut him down, it's going to be good for you. And don't definitely snowball. BOD in the 4th minute of the game. That's pretty solid there for a first item.
One quick draw, half HP.
Yeah, the Amon was assassinated by the Clint many times. It felt like the Clint was an assassin in the game. But Kolios, what does Kazakhstan need to do in the next game to improve?
They need to look carefully on the draft and think carefully about the playstyle or the strategy itself, because like it's very, very aggressive playstyle from Uzbekistan.
Yeah, I thought it's gonna be like they're gonna try to drag this game to the mid to the late game, since like it's Valentina as Esmeralda. I mean, like both of that hero needs to have items in order to be super strong inside of the Land of Dawn. But turns out they don't really care about it. They just need Esmeralda to have the Enchanted Talisman and play around with that Frost Moon Shield and also Stardust Dance, and that's what is actually happened.
Level
We
difference
see
is too far away, the goal difference too.
either the
Oh,
goal
man.
difference.
The goal difference.
But the clan is
the Clint,
actually.
the Clint.
I mean, like, if we can talk about this clan, actually, Brody is winning on the side of the rage. It's supposed to be easier for Brody to farm.
For Poke as well.
Yeah. But it's not.
It's
But
not.
it's not.
really not. Yeah. Maybe in the early trades, the Clint was able to get a few, and again, maybe because of that Diggy, the Poke coming
Yeah.
in, the kill pressure in that bottom
The
side.
rotation as
The
well.
rotation as well, because they rotate towards the bottom side a lot to enable the Clint. And the Brody, yeah, you're good up against the dive kind of styles, but if you're getting poked down by a Diggy, Cole uses special hero as well, your main hero. You know how annoying it is, especially if you build damage.
And again, Clint have a win about the range, right? So Clint have more advantage on that. And at the early game, the Clint doesn't need the Digi to come. He got the
No.
very,
That's
very
the problem.
pressure. Yeah.
We thought Diggy needs to rotate to the gold lane, but it's not.
No,
But
doesn't
yeah,
even need to.
that's the first game. So we will see what is actually going to happen in the second game. But we will just take a short break before we're jumping into the second game. So stay tuned. Everyone watch the Bali 14 World Esports Championship 2022. We will be back.
13 series have taken place. Cries, laughter, passion, everything happened in one arena. And now, all gamers around the world compete to be the best, gathered in one place. Bali, Indonesia. The land of the gods. The symbol of diversity, nature, culture. All elements become one, creating unity in diversity. And now, more than 120 countries and 700 international athletes will break a sweat to become their nation's pride. More than 50,000 spectators, 594 offline matches, and 196 matches on stream, 6 different games, and CSGO International Women Competition, 5 big stages. With esports entertainment and cosplay event, more than 70 exhibitors, the biggest esports events ever. Be a part of esports history. 14th ISF World Championship, Bali 2022.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 2 after a dominant performance from Uzbekistan in game 1, especially because of Don't Clint. We're going to see in game 2 if it's banned or not now.
Yeah, because we actually witnessed Kazakhstan banning over 4 marksman hero before. Yeah. Are they going to ban another marksman so Don't won't be playing as much as the first game? Actually, the first game we can see the domination coming from Uzbekistan, and actually we have a short break. Hopefully, Kazakhstan already resetting all of the things that happened in the first game and preparing for the second game, because back again, their draft is actually pretty good in my humble opinion. In my opinion, they have a very good, very solid draft, but the execution is not there. They're just following the gameplay coming from Uzbekistan side when they can actually make their own movement with the Amen along with the Kadita.
Yeah, I remember this is best of 5 games, so Uzbekistan still have the chance to bring back the glory.
Yeah.
Still a lot of chances, you know, to come back from this game, especially because maybe, right, they were just thrown off in game number 1 because of the diggy, because of all the crazy picks, and a lot of just that damage coming in from the mid lane. I think the #1 priority for Kazakhstan is to help and enable the jungler first, early on, because the jungler was shut down, the Amon, so early on into the game.
Yeah.
I don't think he got, I think he only got 1 purple buff the entire game.
Yep.
And also 1 orange buff. Aside of that one, they don't get anything at all, because like the movement that is coming from Uzbekistan is just like so strong in the early game. They just like taking everything that they can get, especially the objective over the turtle. Like we can see that actually they are directly going over the turtle, and the barrier that they create to prevent the movement coming from the Kazakhstan is just like so good and make Uzbekistan have the advantage more rather than Kazakhstan. They're just like being pulled inside of the 1 circle and they cannot go out over that one.
Yeah, even the card control doesn't use anymore when in terms of team fights.
Yeah, because of the Diggy times journey.
Yeah,
like, it's changing everything. I thought at first, oh, this Diggy won't have a big thing later on, the big impact. But reverse time bomb out. Okay, That's it. That's it.
And the timing, yeah, from
Yeah.
the Diggy.
Yeah.
The time journey was actually very well placed every single time. He always waits for the clutch moment to actually go for it. I remember one time in the bottom side where the Ruby was going to get a 3-man I'm offended.
Yeah.
But the Diggy, again,
Using
time
the time
journey,
journey.
well placed. Well placed time journey. And we might see that ban now. We've also seen many times that the Diggy has been prioritized by some teams, usually the Filipino teams
Yeah.
in MLBB.
And Myanmar.
And
In
Myanmar.
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember the Burmese goal with the
Oh.
D?
I remember
lot of
that,
things.
man.
Yeah.
The feeding Diggy strat that they created as
Yep.
well
That moment,
was crazy. It was
I
crazy.
was like having this headache over that match. But I still remember that all time. But yeah, for this one, I mean, like, I do agree with Mirko that they really need to control their jungle in the very early stage. But after that one, they also need to take care
Gold
over the
lane.
gold lane. Because their gold lane is like having a very hard time.
Very.
Like the movement coming from Dawn is just harsh towards Kazakhstan side. It's just like making Kazakhstan losing more and more rather than what they already have. Like they are trying to scrap every single penny that they can get, but they couldn't do it for long because this clan is just like massive damage that is given by this clan, especially because of the blade of Despair as the first item directly.
Yeah.
4th minute, he completed
Yep.
the BOD on a Clint, and he took 2 turrets in 4 minutes. So the gold lead, the XP lead, Golios, he was
Very, very
3
far away.
levels ahead. As a gold
Yep.
laner, you don't see that often.
Level 4 versus 7, right?
Yeah.
So
I think this is 7 minutes game.
very
It's
nightmare.
exactly-
Yeah.
It was a crazy... Oh, that lead,
This is,
that
I
lead.
think like this is my very first time seeing game for this chart, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, 7 minutes in? Yeah. I think
In a
that's the
tournament, I
shortest
think like
game
7
I've
minutes,
casted.
this is my very first
With the
time.
latest meta, I think it's almost impossible
Snowball.
to get 7 minutes ending.
Yeah.
On the competitive scene, yeah. I don't know about the players' heroes pool, but if the gold lane heroes pool are very, very little or small, they need to secure the gold lane heroes first, I think, for
And
the
maybe
draft.
not ban 4 marksmen.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
the option is very limited
Very.
if they ban the
Agree.
4 marksmen.
Agree. Especially if they were having the first pick. But right now we will have the different thing, I think. Uzbekistan
Perhaps.
will be going for the first pick later on. So Kazakhstan will be having the second pick boost. So they really need to prepare heroes, especially in the banning phase, because they will get 2 opportunities to pick 2 heroes at the after Uzbekistan taking 1 later on. So yeah, it depends on how they are gonna be having their time in the drafting phase. Because back again, the drafting is good, but the implementation is not really well.
Yeah, back again though. It's a pretty fun topic you brought up there. The blue side and the red side, because right now we have seen kind of the meta shift back and forth. Early on, into the season, into the patch, we have seen that the red side has more of an advantage. But coming here, the blue side has had more of an advantage with the first pick now. So it's been shifting here and there in terms of win rates as well. Red side was winning early on, but then now it's completely in the blue side. And now, let's see, with Uzbekistan on the blue, what are your thoughts? Blue, red side?
Because, again, yeah, with the blue side, they can pick 1 power hero. Yep. But for the red side, they can pick
Your
like 2
team
counter
is
hero
banning.
that the blue picked before. And I don't know about the strategy, but remember that the red side have the surprise pick too on the last pick.
Yeah.
First pick in the second phase and last pick as well. So 2 massive advantages
Time
there.
and
But
tide wait
here,
for
we're going to
no
jump into the
team is
draft.
banning.
Is that Mia? A Mia ban coming in from Uzbekistan and a Kai ban as well.
Wow.
With Kazakhstan, they're staying true, man. They do not want to change. They want to go for the 1-1, the Beatrix as well. They hate Don't. They hate him.
Maybe they're preparing something, or maybe they just don't want Kazakhstan to have the Mia. Maybe because of the early game movement that they can try to bring here. And
Your team
I think
is
it's a
banning.
lot of things that can be brought. But yeah, Kadita ban
And they
is
have the
also,
respect ban. Yeah,
Yep.
for Kadita. So we're gonna see one last ban from the Kazakhstan. Is there any marksman like Popol and Kupa before? Yeah.
They just don't like marksmen at this point. But
They really hurt marksman.
oh, you know why Uzbekistan changed their drafts a bit with the Mia and the Kadita? Masha is now open, a hero that they banned in the first game. Now up for grabs for Uzbekistan, who are on the blue side. They're not going to pick it
Your team
now,
is
though.
banning.
They actually go for a different hero.
I think it's
here.
going to be like a lot of options to be picked here. Julian is still there. If they want to pick over the Palmon or maybe another kind of hero that is still available at the moment, like a lot of opportunities, even for Masha, just like what you've mentioned. But yeah, Palmon directly as the first pick here for Uzbekistan. Very interesting, very interesting, very interesting.
But Valentina and Julian is open.
Along with Masha.
Yeah, along with Masha or even the Vanny if they want to use. Because Vanny on the early game, he can harass the Balman.
Agree.
You can definitely harass the Balman.
Or maybe the Cho will go out.
Cho,
Back again!
So to counter Balman.
But the Paquito gets picked up. This is just another solid hero that can be flexed as well. I really like what Kazakhstan are going to do here. With the Paquito pick, they can just go for something else here. Probably the Valentina. Again, flex the Paquito, the jungle, and
Your team is picking.
XP lane. But no, they don't go for the Valentina. They instead, I think that was a Julian pick.
I
And
think it's
no,
also
it's a
Moscow.
Okay, Moscow.
From Kazakhstan.
Oh!
In the first phase. First pick.
Oh, they're securing the gold lane just like what you've
Interesting.
mentioned before. But it's more CC that is coming from Kazakhstan. And Diki is still there actually to be picked either for both of the sides. I mean like with the Moscow with that
Episode
Paquito.
Spear.
Yeah, I think like it's gonna be very interesting. But for me, after seeing Balmon and also Esmeralda, what I'm thinking is actually Yves that can be picked on their side, and the AOE gonna be very huge on the side of Uzbekistan. But Esmeralda plus Balmon, who is going for the jungle here?
Oh, I mean, it should be the Balman. It should still be the Balman with the
Esmeralda
Demon
should be go
Slayer.
to the XP lane.
It should be, but Esmeralda actually clears faster than the Balman with the Demon Slayer emblem. So that's something that you guys
Your
can
team
keep note
is
of.
banning.
They can still flex it technically, but Kazakhstan, very good answer. They pick up a Ruby up against two melee heroes, but gotta remember that the dash won't be as effective against the Kufra. So now, with the drafts already set up in this fashion, the first phase, we're gonna jump into the second phase. Kazakhstan, first ban this time. Do they want to go for another gold lane ban this time? They already secured their
Yes.
gold laner.
Yep, they already
It is
secured the gold
better
lane,
to be
and they
feared than
Uzbekistan
loved.
doesn't have the mid lane and the
You
gold lane
cannot both.
right now, and like Amon is gonna be banned.
Yeah, they banned the Amon this time, which is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting because
First to make.
they're just taking it down, I guess. They want to give more leeway, more room for the Moscow to play. And
Your team
they're already
is
seeing the
banning.
Fredrin ban from Uzbekistan. So there are respect bans coming in from Uzbekistan. They felt like the Fredrin and perhaps the Kadita was a bit too much to handle in game one.
Yeah, I think like they don't want the CC that is coming from Fredrin. That is creating so
on,
much
Dexter.
chaos later.
It's our
But
Your team
another
is banning.
marksman here, Cloud ban, because until now Uzbekistan still haven't revealed what kind of hero that they want to pick over the gold lane. But back again, Klein is still there. Still a possibility here for Uzbekistan playing Klein all over again, or maybe Kimi that can be picked. Because I think like with this kind of hero coming from Kazakhstan, I think like the positioning from Uzbekistan is what they
Your
need.
team
A
is
positioning
weapon.
hero on the backline.
And there is a possibility that Kazakhstan maybe doesn't know that Uzbekistan picked Balman for the jungler. That's why they banned the Amon.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe.
Your team
Again, maybe
is
thinking that's
picking.
it's still a flex pick. They go
Yep.
for the Lunox though. Solid hero up
Yeah.
against this draft from Uzbekistan, but there's an instant response as well. They
through
go
my
for
Your team
two
is
heroes
picking.
to wrap up their draft once again. But again, that Lunox, such a massive pick up against a
I
Kufra,
agree.
Esmeralda, Balman. She's gonna melt through those tanks.
Yeah, I do agree with that one. I mean, like, Lunox is natural counter directly for the Esmeralda. The shield will be gone in seconds because of the Chaos Assault. And the Luye pick,
Wise
this
pick.
is
Wise
just
pick.
so bold
remain
coming from
should
Uzbekistan
petals
with the
fall.
Yin and Yang coming from Luyi and also Tyrant Rage and Tyrant Revenge from Kufra. I don't know what's gonna happen later.
And look how close the raid from the Kazakhstan. With the dispersion rotation, they gonna be have the hard time. And look at Leslie.
Oh
Wow.
my god. I've never casted a Leslie game, I think ever. So this is a very, very fun pick that they picked up, Uzbekistan. Kazakhstan have actually opted to put the Paquito in the XP lane. They picked up a Lancelot for themselves in the jungle. So again, with the draft set in stone, the Leslie gonna go up against a Moskov. Already very different, Coleus. 7-minute game in the first game, won by Uzbekistan. This time around, they're trying to, be creative a bit with their drafts.
And the second game, they have Leslie. Leslie is famous as the late game heroes. So
Yeah.
they need to do like more than 10 minutes to make Leslie can have
Should
a lot
be.
of damage.
But that's what we are talking about before. We
That's
don't
what
know
we
what is
expected.
actually going to happen inside of the game. It might be a 97 minutes game. It can be a 30-minute game. So everything can happen inside of the Land of Dawn. Remember, one momentum is what they need to create things, especially for Uzbekistan with the Kufra. But remember, Kazakhstan also have the chance to pick off the hero coming from Uzbekistan with the Paquito along with the Lancelot that can jump to the backline. But what will happen? We will witness it later inside of the game. So for you guys, don't forget to cheer up and give your support for the teams that is playing right now. Uzbekistan versus Kazakhstan. This is the second game of Best of 5 series. We will just jump into the Land of Dawn.
Welcome to the Land of Dawn. Again, though, like you mentioned, for the side of Kazakhstan, they do have a lot of backline divers. The Paquito, Lunox, and also the Lancelot. But you got to remember as well that Uzbekistan very intelligently picked up a Kufra for Relax. And you can see the same thing happening here. This is what Bauman has up against a Lancelot. And take a look at the Lancelot. Kolius, he went for the killing spree. This means that the Bauman will have free reign to take whatever he wants in the jungle.
Wow, Lancelot gonna have a nightmare to face Balma, but look, this person rotation is gonna be popped up. Even the Tyrant Revenge go there. Sorfang used the flick out to run away from 2 heroes, and look at the flick there. Flush blood got by the inspiration.
This inspiration is truly inspiration. The flicker,
Oh, no.
along with the dispersion rotation that she tried to get, and the commitment to get this first blood. It's just like coming really good. But not only that, because Emerald in the bottom lane is pushing this Paquito, make this Paquito having a
counter.
hard time, and lethal counter. Will they be able to do it? And there you go. That moment, bro. The commitment that they got is just like so strong.
Oh man, that was satisfying to see as a Bauman player, but man, you can already see the Lancelot having a tough time in that jungle. Already a 2-level lead currently, and Relax still able to get out of that one. They don't even check the bush here. Relax gets out with 1 HP in the bush. Clutch recall. But take a look at Uzbekistan. With the lead in the mid lane and the bottom side, they're going to have such a good time in the jungle. In the turtle, first neutral objective ready to be contested. Lancelot can't retreat, but with the lethal counter 2 levels ahead, it feels impossible for the Lancelot to win those. And it does seem like the Lancelot's going to be taken down by the falling star moon that's locking him in place. Hermes with another kill picked up, 2 kills on his hands. This is a massive lead again. Cole used 2,000 gold lead, and they're not giving the purple buff away.
Even look at the turtle, Bauman doesn't need to use his retribution. He will use the retribution to the Lancelot, and look, knockout strike beyond the helmet, and he got the purple buff again. So Tyrant Rage, 2 heroes connect, and look at the Cyclone Sweep, and again, Parsifal is taken down.
Oh, this is not looking good at all for the Kazakhstan.
Yeah,
Man.
it's just like so crazy. The movement from Uzbekistan is just like so strong, so solid. They try to play more aggressive, and look at that one actually. The movement, oh, the brilliance of order from this Lunox trying to get away, but no, Esmeralda just wants to get over that 1 kill, but Relax, still relaxing her movement here, try to run away, and there is actually coming the Lunox, the Louis tried to back her up, but yeah, there's nothing happened after that.
I don't know what happened with the Spear of Misery.
Yeah.
Why? It's one last hit, and look, Digimon is already taken down again, and it's Elme. It's very brave. He doesn't need to be afraid of the Kazakhstan heroes anymore.
Yeah, it's a disaster right now for Kazakhstan, as again, in terms of the gold lead, 11,000, about to hit 12K. That's a massive lead for Uzbekistan. And
Especially
remember,
it's only like
yeah,
4 minutes.
It's 4 minutes in. The bottom side. Oh, there's a flicker by Parzival too. And we do need to talk about this. Leslie scaling really well. They're going on to the turret goal this early on, and the Moskov so far isn't really going to be able to bully him. As that's going to be a dive up top. Take a look at that gold lane. It doesn't feel like anyone on Kazakhstan are getting the space necessary to scale up. Look at the poke as well from Leslie.
Look at the EXP from this Kufra. It's level 5 going for level 6. When we see that actually Trafal having a hard time in the top lane to even have the proper level. This Leslie is just like giving so much damage already in this early game. Look at that one. Ball piercing over Moskov, and I don't think this Moskov will be able to survive. And here you go. It's another kill for inspiration that inspiring the rest of the players. But look at that. Falling Simon trying to escape from the nightmares that is given by Kazakhstan, and he's able to do it. He's able to do it.
Good bait there by Esmeralda. Bottom side, he's actually able to buy so much time distraction there for Uzbekistan as Kazakhstan, again, they lose out on that top side turret. Leslie scaling a lot. They go into the bottom side, but Emerald does feel like he is kind of unkillable this time around with a knockout strike, not dealing any damage in the mid lane as well, though. Don't able to pick up a kill onto the Moskov. A solo kill up top as Inspiration picks up another in the mid lane up against the Lancelot. Taken down 2 times now. Bottom side under the turret. Emerald does not care. He just takes the kill, and it's a 10-0 lead. Kolios, take a look at the items.
Yep.
8,000 gold lead.
Even the Bellman have the Curse Helm, and he gonna build the Sky Guardian Helm to be more sustainable. But Leslie, he already have the Windtalker and gonna use the Scarlet Phantom, right? Berserker Fury. Yep. So the critical gut must be sick, but Tidal Revenge to the front. Bishamon is taken down.
Uh-oh, in the mid lane, man. Phantom, you know it's going to be very tough when the Phantom Execution gets used defensively, but don't. With the snipes, with the ultimate, able to take Lancelot down at the top side, though. Moskov already waiting as Hermes, he's taking everything in that jungle. Kolios, he's 5 levels ahead of the Lancelot at this point. It just does not feel like the Lancelot can even step into his own jungle. And there's another killing spree up top taken down. Another dive here. 2 members taken down. Lancelot. Thorn Rose at this point just does no damage. The Balman is tanky. Very, very tanky.
I don't know how to describe this moment because it's very far away, even for the play style, even for the goal difference, level difference. Kazakhstan, they need to wake up to face Uzbekistan pressure right now. And look, Tidal Revenge.
Oh my god, that damage over to the Lancelot. The Balman picking up an unstoppable, and the mega kill picked up by Don't, 17-0. They ended the game 7 minutes into the first game, and this time they're looking to do the same thing. Gonna go for the wipeout as the snipes comes in. One more shot is all they need onto him, but he gets to the base in time. Base turret number 1 taken down in the 7th minute, so they won't be able to end it here. Or maybe they will. They might just keep on going.
Because right now we are seeing that actually coming from Uzbekistan. They don't want to get back. And we are seeing that actually Moskov is gone. Not only Moskov. Look at that one. The Lunax is down. And the I Am Offended connects to one member of Uzbekistan. But they still want to fight with this one. Even the knockout strike doesn't really work. Maniac for this Tasli. And they will try to end this game maybe in the same 7 minutes. Conseil. And no, not Savage yet. Because we are seeing that actually this Moskov tried to stop the movement coming from Uzbekistan, but taking one shutdown. They are dragging this game for too long, and front row coming to the front here, but monster kill for this moment.
Yeah, they're dragging the game, but it doesn't seem like it's enough for Kazakhstan to take a hold on the game because it's another 4-man taken down. Don't going massive, looking for another triple kill as he jumps on to Starfang, but finally they do go for the base, ending it here. 1 minute above this first game, but man, it is still total domination. This time on a Leslie instead of a Clint.
Yeah, but I feel like the movement that is given, maybe the Dawn still playing a huge part here. We're taking like 10 kills and also 5 assists, but the movement that is given by Inspiration and also Erme is the one that creating some movement for Uzbekistan to win this game. Like they are the one who rotate much, along with Relax. Even Relax getting to the 2 kills, the double kills in the bottom lane is just like giving so much and huge things. And the level gap is just too strong, just like what you've mentioned before. 5 level gap. It's too hard for Lancelot to even dive in with the Thornrose, and they are unable to chase over the backline when the purpose of Lancelot is actually aiming at the Lancelot and Leslie.
Even if Kazakhstan keep up the game and do the big fight, like Inspiration gonna be the nightmare because the dispersion or rotation. Look at the draft, because there is a 5 melee heroes right here, so they gonna be like pressed up to the middle and to do the combo wombo from the Relaxed.
Oh man, yeah, I mean, it was just rough in the game, right? Like, if you take a look at it, just what's going on? It does feel like for Parzival, he just didn't have a good time up against the Esmeralda. Completely zoned away. He didn't clear the waves properly as well, so he just dove on completely time and time again. And we mentioned this in the first game, Kolius. The jungler needs space. He went for the killing spree, and he basically sealed his own fate, right? Because up against a Bauman, you pick up a Lancelot, you need that Demon Slayer. You need it. And perhaps you might need to go for the purple buff first too. He went for the orange buff first, and he doesn't have any resources. The mana, not enough to go for the next one.
So he have the pattern, right? The farming pattern is already read already guessed by the team. I'm guessing at game 3, is Layla gonna be used?
Oh man, at this point,
It's a
right?
possibility. I mean, at this rate, I do believe
Just
it's
guessing.
gonna be-
Just guessing. Hanabi maybe.
I would love to see a
He's
Hanabi.
supposed to be here, like
Yeah.
Omwawa. This is supposed to be
Fredrin
here.
was picked up already. Amon as well. It's Omwawa's pick.
Along with there's a lastly actually. Yeah, so I think like Hanabi, I don't mind if Uzbekistan will pick another kind of heroes
yeah,
to be
yeah.
shown at this rate. I mean, like they can pick over Layla, they can pick over even Mia was banned. Even Mia was banned. So they're like preparing for Dawn to not be able to use the hero that they are usually used. So it's a chance for them. I don't know. I don't know. Like a lot of things can happen. A lot of things can happen. But I still want to see SS plus Faramis because Faramis was not banned previously, but not being picked.
They
Yeah,
don't want to
eh.
use it, I think, because they need to clear the game faster. Because
Maybe.
yeah, with Faramis they need to do
Kinda
the
wait.
team fight, right?
Yeah.
But if the game too fast, that every players will spirit away from each lane.
We kind of saw the disrespect as well in the late game. They could have ended it 7 minutes in, but
Yep.
they recalled. They didn't hit the base. They went for the kills. They had to be forced back. And still, Kazakhstan weren't able to take the victory. They weren't able to do anything in the base, and they just got gunned down again by the Leslie. At that point, he had the Berserker Shiri, a Windtalker, and probably a Scarlet
Malefic
Phantom
Roar.
too. No, Malefic Roar. So
Malefic
Yep.
Roar.
even the tanks, you're not able. He basically does true damage at that point. Berserker Fury, those 3 items in the 8th minute, 7th minute of the game.
The critical and penetration.
Oh my god.
god.
7 minutes in with those
Plus-
3 items, you become a meta hero.
Plus the level different, the level
Yeah.
gap.
She was level 11, and you're right. The gold laner was higher level than even the XP laner from Kazakhstan.
Yeah. So yeah, 4 level gap. Different on the gold difference here. But I feel like Uzbekistan always have this movement to have a very committed movement, just like a
Yep.
Luyi using the flicker in the very early stage, along with the bomb on the chasing with the little counter. I mean, like they really want to take every single opportunity that they can get instead of the Land of Dawn. And after that, they're just like keep snowballing what they have. Like it's just like a bomb. It's time bomb and directly creating so much space for the rest of the player, especially for the last lead that we mentioned. It's going to be 10 minutes game, supposed to be for the last lead, but it's like 7 minutes and he is owning.
So far,
Owning the game.
Uzbekistan with total domination. But I do want to remind everybody back at home, if you're just watching right now, you are watching the Asia Regional Qualifiers for the Bali 14th World Esports Championship 2022 Mobile Legends Bang Bang from IESF. Again, this is the final stage of the Asia Regional Qualifier for the Central Asia region, where Uzbekistan currently are on match
lead.
points.
And later on, we gonna Indonesia gonna be the host at Bali from the 2nd December until the 11th December. So you need to come to Indonesia, I think.
Yeah, go grab your ticket as soon as possible because we will see 7 games here with total prize pool of 500,000 US dollar. It's a lot of money, but 6 games. We will have Mobile Legends Bang Bang, PUBG Mobile, Efootball, Tekken 7, CSGO, and CSGO Woman. Also, we have Dota 2.
Yeah. And this event obviously is presented to you by PBSE and IESF. Also, it was organized by Garudaku with our official sponsors, Taiwan Excellence, High Grounds, and our hotel partner, Merusaka Hotel, the venue for the main event of the IESF World
Ooh.
Championships.
Yep.
Very interesting. But we're also going to have plenty of activities. It's not
Yes.
only this one, but we will have the Bali 14 World Esports Championship. Also, we will have Esports and Gaming Exhibition, Esports and Gaming Festival, along with Food and Beverage Festival. I'm going to be waiting
Yeah,
for that one.
me too.
Along with the Esports Workshop. And remember, this is the first time ever we will have the festival that is close to the beach. Esports Festival next to the beach.
So it's gonna be a beach festival, and
I
of
can't
course
wait.
there will be
Yeah.
a 5 stage later. So there will be a earth stage, air stage, water stage, fire stage, and true ice stage.
Okay.
I'm excited. I can't wait, but we'll have to wait because right now, Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan again onto the draft. Kazakhstan going for the first pick again. Blue side, like we saw in game 1, On the blue side, they lost faster in game 1.
And I think this gonna be our last chance to see Leslie before revamp because
You're right.
on 20th September
Next week.
Leslie gonna be revamped.
Okay, that's why Leslie is out. What a really good, but it's a very good performance coming from the Leslie. Like, I might say that it's one of the, because we barely see Leslie, just like what you've mentioned, Mirko. Like, we barely see Leslie inside of the tournament, and I think like it's a very good surprise that is coming. But back again, I want to see more. I want to see what kind of different hero that they will try to pick here, what kind of draft they will try to show. And right now we are seeing for the 3 heroes that is banned, it's actually 2 heroes already being used in the previous game, but one hero is never been let go, apparently. One is still top of the ban here.
Yeah, with the 1-1 ban, they go for the Balman as well. So they are already kind of shifting the priorities. Maybe because they have the first pick this time, they might want to let the Beatrix go. But Fairness has also been left open by both of the teams. Kazakhstan with a Julian ban, and Uzbekistan now it's onto their hands to ban the prior hero, Kolius.
Yep, even Akai is free too right now. But if Uzbekistan want to make an aggressive play like the first on the second game before, I think they need to pick assassin heroes again.
Okay.
Like for example, Ling, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We still have
Possibly.
Ling or even Vanny if the jungler can use it.
You're right. The Ling, Fanny, we also... Well, technically, Hayabusa can still be played, but we haven't seen too much of that
Hellcurt?
Hayabusa. Yeah,
Hellcurt.
Hellcurt.
I
is
love
very
it.
fast hero.
Very fast clear.
Love it.
I mean,
love
we've seen a couple times that the Hanzo has also, you know, kind of been picked
Legit.
up so far. We'll see Kazakhstan with the first pick of the game this time as the blue side.
Or
What are they gonna go
simply
for?
picking over the Faramis that is actually left open right now. And still, I want to see Faramis plus Aztecs. Please give me that. I really want to see that one.
And
it's
one
gonna
more
be endless movement, endless war. You know, with the altar along with the blessing of the moon goddess. Who gonna stop them? But first pick over
Aemon.
Aemon.
Wow.
And I really miss Aemon brother, Gushin.
Oh.
Maybe Uzbekistan want to use it.
Maybe. Maybe they might just give us a show at this point, right?
Yep.
Again, they picked up the Leslie last game, so they might just go for kind of crazy picks. And there you go.
Jawhead.
Jawhead that... Honestly, I want to see Jawhead damage, right? High and dry Jawhead in the XP lane, building full damage. You know, no one actually thinks about it, but you do so much damage if you are able to get the ejector. But it does seem like they might actually opt to put the Jawhead as a roamer because they picked up the Yuzong for that XP lane.
Or maybe
Or
the
Jawhead
usual-
jungler?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
possible. Or maybe
With-
use
you're
some
right.
jungle.
Possible.
Yuzong jungle. Oh, that's yeah. We can definitely
Like
see that
at
happen.
this rate, we can see a lot of heroes inside of the
Yeah.
jungles. A lot of possibilities.
I've tried Jawhead jungler before. It's very
Yes.
fast to clear.
Demon
jungler.
Slayer or High and Dry?
Demon Slayer.
Demon. Oh, do you build tank or damage?
Damage.
All right. That's interesting, right? Again, you're up against an Amon. You can use a Demon Slayer to actually clear faster as a Jawhead, and then you can just bully. Do the same thing that you did in game 2 and 1,
Wait a minute. Beatrix is left open.
and as well as Faramis. Both teams still haven't picked up the Faramis. Kazakhstan have opted to go for the Franco and the Claude. Ooh, that Claude is very scary now because again, Uzbekistan, we mentioned it. They want to go for the assassin. They pick up the Ling and they let go of the Beatrix and the Faramis. Both of these heroes that are prioritized in the first game and the second game have been left open completely.
They're picking over Cloud, so they must be preparing something for this one. They always pick the last pick for the marksman. Remember, they're always giving us the surprises for the marksman, so they always put it in the last pick. So Uzbekistan, for Kazakhstan, they might try to limit the hero again. Esmeralda, Fredrin here, Clan is down. Maybe pending over the other hero. Carry is still available. If you mention about Beatrix is still there. Even though that I don't think it's going to be Beatrix to be picked at this rate, but the early game situation is still on the hand of Beatrix compared to the Cloud. Because Cloud need 2 items, right? With the Golden Staff along with the Demon Hunter Sword.
But Cloud have the Blessing Duet to clear the minion. Right
Yeah,
now,
it
on the early
is,
game,
it
so
is.
it's gonna be faster from Beatrix. They need the frontline hero for the Kazakhstan because mostly Franco gonna play to covering the backline, right?
Uranus can be a solid
Uranus,
pick for
yeah,
the
it is a good choice.
for the XP lane up against the Yuzong.
Yep.
We've seen that matchup
Harley!
a lot. Uzbekistan. I think there's going to be a Harley mid then, yeah?
Yeah.
They're going for a full snowball this time around.
Yeah.
Uzbekistan with the Ling, Jawhead, Oh, this is literally just a snowball comp. And again, yeah, Claude has the Blazing Duet to clear the waves out, but he needs to get level 4. Up against this, Ling, Jawhead, Yuzong, there's a lot of dive, a lot of kill pressure early on, and
Especially the Harley.
especially the Harley. In the gold lane too, we haven't seen what Uzbekistan want to go for. I think if they want to just bully the Claude, Brody. Just go for the Brody. Claude just has nothing. Can't really do anything against the Brody early on. The Brody pokes him out of lane, gets him low, pokes him down, and the Ling, the Jawhead, anyone can dive him.
And look at the
Anyone.
draft. 3 heroes can cancel the Blazing Duet. The Ejector,
Yep.
the Furious Dive, and from Link.
Tempest Blade.
Yeah.
This is
Can be
getting really
cancelled.
scary. Very scary. And
Mia.
they don't
is
go for the
out.
Brody. They go for the hero that they banned in game number 2. Mia finally popping up. Wow. Okay.
And I think Mia is...
She's
She can
solid.
dodge. Yeah, she can dodge the crowd control skill, right?
Yeah.
Using the ultimate. So, is that a good choice?
This is
What do you
very
think?
interesting.
I think if he goes for Inspire early on,
Mm-hmm.
the Claude can't actually do anything. Like,
Yep.
in terms of all-in, the Mia will win those Inspire battles.
1v1 situation.
Yeah, 1v1. I don't think it's going to be a 1v1 though, because the Ling, they picked up Ling for a reason. Right?
Yep.
They want to roam
Definitely.
across the map. They want to farm fast to get into that gold lane and to snowball Don't again. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, again, we're jumping into the land of Dawn. Uzbekistan on match point 2-0 right now. One more game to seal the deal and to win as the #1 country in Central Asia.
Just like what you've mentioned, the Mia going for the Inspire here, while for the Cloud is going for the sprint. Need to run away over
What?
the movement.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Uzbekistan going for all this
5-man
here?
celebration, or... I cannot say it's celebration. I think it's taunting the enemies.
Oh yeah, this is
I
just...
think they want to go for 5-man going to the mid lane. I
Like
don't think
brawl?
it's going to be a very good one though.
No, they don't even do that. They just stayed in mid to give Kazakhstan an opportunity, a chance perhaps. 5-man recall. They lost some time, and again, Don't is going to be punished in that top side, but Inspire comes in.
Oh
Don't actually
my.
winning the trades here, but might be taken down up top. Don't taken low. He's still able to survive, and even then, Kazakhstan, they're looking for it. Sprint coming in.
Oh.
Don't 1 HP. He's still able to dash. No, he doesn't dash away. He locks the Claude away, and he gets out. This, oh no, Kazakhstan not able to convert.
Yeah, I mean, like the movement that is being shown right here is just like so crazy. But look at that one. Actually, Relax is going to the top lane. Iron Hook connect. But what is the thing? Because there is no other follow-up that is given by the side of Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan. They're just like going back. But look at this army already getting level 3, almost getting level 4, and maybe will try to initiate to the top lane to take over the gold shield turret. But in the bottom lane, we are seeing Emerald versus Percival here, and actually having a partner for
First
this
touch
one. It's going to be first blood for the side of this Yuzhong. Not only that, the Amber Shard is not being popped yet, but they really want to get over the kill towards this Emerald, and I don't think it's going to be happening. The Amber Shard is there, but here you go. The kill is on the hand of this Aemon.
Even have a lot of stacks, and look, Don't doesn't want to get back because Relax is coming. Using the ejector.
Brings Sarfang back in. Don't picks up the kill. Kolios, this is looking grim for Kazakhstan. Even though this time, though, they are able to find a kill early on.
Finally.
Finally.
Finally 1 point kill, but look, Cloud even cannot do the runway. Trafalgar is taken down.
Another tap of the blade by Hermes, picking up another kill. 3-1 early on, and take a look at the gold lead. Again, with the Mia, you don't really expect them to snowball early on, but they've already built a 3,000 gold lead. No, a 1,000 gold lead. 3 kills in, and Don't just unkillable at this point. With the ultimate backup, who can really CC him? As Relax goes in for a 1v1 against the enemy jungler, and the Stars going to be able to take them down, and Kazakhstan putting on some kills onto the Amon this time.
Yep. And we are saying actually in the first 3 minutes, the difference is not too far from Kazakhstan versus Uzbekistan. This is the first time Kazakhstan is leveling up their games. They are able to take the chances that they need. And maybe it's because, but in the bottom lane, we're saying Parzival here going against Way of Dragon just to put the Yuzhong farther away, but Flame Shot didn't really hit towards Kazakhstan side here, but jumping. Black Form is being open campus of Flame. We're seeing the Deviant Sword is getting one kill here towards Ayman, and Parzival is still trying to run away, but Bishamon is actually giving quite huge damage.
2 for 0.
Yeah.
Good trade for Kazakhstan, I mean for Uzbekistan right now, but Kazakhstan, they tried to go for the fight, and here you can see it in the instant replay.
Yep. Because the Black Dragon form is gonna hold 5 members from Kazakhstan, and even the turtle is only a bait for the team fight.
Yeah, it was baiting Kazakhstan out of their lanes to go for that team fight. But up top, it's a solo kill actually by the Claude this time around, Trafalgar, as the turtle will be taken down. First turtle of the game falling into the hands of Uzbekistan again. In the past 3 games, they've secured 100% of the neutral objectives.
Over the turtle, and even we didn't see Lord appearing inside of the land of that. But yeah, this time around, it might be a longer game rather than before, because this is Mia, and we are seeing that actually Dawn getting the kill in the top lane, but in the bottom lane, we are seeing 4 members from the side of Kazakhstan is trying to chase this Yuzhong that can run away actually with the Black Dragon form, but it's still being popped. Yes, Admiral charge, and here you go. Emerald is down. They're doing a very good movement, but they need 4 members to do it.
Yeah, and they're not really converting onto the objectives here. They get the kill, but I think Cho actually loses out on XP there. He didn't get any of the waves down below, and now they might look to collapse as the ejector comes in, bringing Parzival back under the turret. The way the dragon was popped in, but a Tempest of Blade by Hermes was used as well to pick up the kill. Bloody Hunt popped in by Sorfang, as that's going to be Hermes jumping onto the Defiant Blade. Don't take it down up top by Trafalgar. So this time Kazakhstan definitely putting up a fight against Uzbekistan.
A very, very solid movement, but Kazakhstan, I feel like they have the chances to try to steal everything from Uzbekistan. They have the movement, but I think it depends on Sarfang's movement. If Sarfang able to get the Bloody Hunt or maybe the Iron Beam towards one member directly towards the Uzbekistan side, I think they have the chance to try to win the game and maybe try to force it. But just like what Mirko has mentioned, they really need to control the movement with the objective. Coleus, what is the item?
Look at the Trafalgar. So he have the items like the Demon Hunter Sword and the Javelin here. So maybe he gonna build the Windtalker, but look, Trafalgar, he back again with a Blasting Duet right now. Though, one people situation, but yeah, it's a great kill.
Yeah, a very solid kill down below though. Emerald able to get the Furious Dive on 2 members as Hermes is forced to back out. A kill traded in, 2 for 2 at this point. But Uzbekistan still grasping onto that lead. Inspiration in 1v3 is able to find a kill, but I don't think that was worth it. Kazakhstan slowly but surely are coming back in the game. 1,000 gold lead only for Uzbekistan.
Yeah, I feel like Kazakhstan now taking their chances really well, especially focusing towards Emerald. Like Emerald is always being left alone, and they are chasing over Emerald, and it's very easy to chase her to chase him down. I mean, like without any Athena shield, I don't think like Emerald have it yet. So I think like still a very easy movement coming from this element, but look at that one. Relax is now receiving so much damage. Andrew charge again, but Relax is still there, but still a mega kill for this element.
Yeah, you can see the way the dragon locking him in place. Tempest Blade though popped in with the combos coming in. That's a kill picked up by Hermes as he jumps back in with a Finch Poise, and in the back lines, Emerald's able to find a shutdown as well onto the jungler. And it's back to square one for Kazakhstan. 4-0 and a massive gold lead.
I mean, like, if you mention it, like, it's a big game fight, I still feel like Uzbekistan have the lead, right? Coleus with this. I mean, like, the AoE even, like, bigger with the Electric from coming from Emerald. And maybe the damage that is given by Ermi with the Tempest of Blade, like, a lot of skills.
And they only need one moment to make this goal difference far again, but Trafalgar right now trying to run away with the Battle Mirror image, going to back, but Relax cannot stop it.
Yeah, even the flat shot didn't really hit just now, but yeah, this storm is just like focusing over the turret, but the Wave Dragon along with the Bloody Hunt focusing over Relax. They are putting all of their resources to one member, but the revenge is there. The Tempest of Blade is going to be popped out, 2 members down from the side of Kazakhstan. They're looking for more, but the arrow shot taking Ermi down, but Inspiration still wants for more. A triple kill on her head. It might be for a Maniac right now, but Inspiration will be down on the hand of the minion, apparently.
2 Maniacs in 2 games, Coleus, but unfortunately they won't be able to pick up the Savage. But meanwhile, look down below, the conversion from Uzbekistan. Even though top side, they actually kind of lost that team fight, it's alright because they are able to take the turrets down below and in the mid lane. And right now, as we are going to take a look at the instant replay, Dont's going to be able to find the kill onto the quad.
Yeah, because Inspiration going to front, but Cloud with Blazing Duet, the damage is not too high because they have a defensive item, and again Cloud is going back again with a battle mirror image. But right now Kazakhstan, they need to make it stable because the Amon itself gonna be the key to bring the burst damage to the Uzbekistan.
The targeting must be right. They need to chase for that Mia, but Iron who connects just now. But the damage that is given from Dot is just huge with the Scarlet Phantom, Berserker's Fury along with Windtalker. I think like this is gonna be a very huge, crazy damage.
Yeah, there you go. The hook connects, but it's actually Trafalgar who gets bursted down. Wait, the Dragon by Positive, trying to bring Inspiration back, but he's gonna get taken down instead. And look at Don't just massive into the back lines. Hermes picks up a double. Looking for the triple kill onto Sarfang, and it's a wipe out again. Uzbekistan absolutely dominating Kazakhstan in style as well with the early recalls. They're doing it again in the mid lane.
Yep. But actually, they can end the game before 10 minutes, but I think like they want to reach more than 10 minutes at this moment. But the Blazing Duet just being popped here, trying to get over the inspiration, but gets slain directly by the players coming from Uzbekistan, and they're not stopping that. Actually, they're still trying to get over the purple buff, the orange buff, and they're jumping to the front. Tempest of Fate is being caught. Davian's word, but this lane will just try to run away with the Prince Boys. Well, relax. It's still quite relaxed to walk away from the members from Kazakhstan.
Don't check the bush, because Dont's there. Bloody Hunt coming in. Parzival able to bring the Dragon onto the Mia with a flame shot next. Good snipe there. The ejector is able to take Fishamon down. They're looking to collapse again on towards Kazakhstan. 3 members strong. Emerald going in for Black Dragon form, zoning the members away. First Lord of the game, of the series perhaps this time, but they don't even want to go for it seems. They just want to go for the push into the mid lane. And Golius, look at him. Always with a death bush.
I want to ask something. Oh,
and there you go.
Okay.
There it goes.
Is it like a thing to put like Cloud in with the killing spree out of? Usually it's gonna be like
Avarice?
Average maybe? But right now it's on the killing spree.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be like better thing to go against Mia?
On the late game, maybe yes, because like the DPS is very strong. But look, Amon is taken down again, and even they have the time to do the lore thing, but look, here goes.
They don't want to, man. Don't again able to survive, picking up a double kill under the turret. Trafalgar, he's looking for something here. He has the Blazing Duet, but if he goes in, he's dead. Look at the damage coming from Hermes. Again, Trafalgar in his own base. He shoot away. And Uzbekistan might look for the closeout here. They're going to go on to Trafalgar again, who's taken low, taken down instantly. They're all down. A double kill picked up. They might want to go for the Savage this time, but it's going to be stolen away by his own teammate. On the back lines, a shutdown is picked up, but the base is open.
And they will get the base. This is a game for another Uzbekistan. This is 3-0 so far.
Wow.
With Uzbekistan going for the next stage later on. What a crazy movement in this third game. Like, we see some improvement coming from Kazakhstan, but Uzbekistan just like taking it, slaying it, and the Mia scale up really well. Look at the item that he have with the Windtalker, Scarlet Phantom, Berserker's Fury. Oh, holy moly, the damage is just going to be very huge. The critical is like 3,000, I guess?
I think Amon need to drink the headache medicine right now because he alone only get 9 kill right now, and the others of his friends are happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's Day. Eating a whole lot of chocolate today. But again, congratulations to Uzbekistan for moving on to the next stage. And for Kazakhstan, it was a valiant effort. Nice try. In the end, even though it was a 3-0, again, they made it all the way to the final stage of the Central Asia region for the Asia Regional Qualifiers.
Yeah.
Maybe they can learn a lot of things from here
Definitely,
and come back stronger.
Come back stronger. That's what they need right now. They can try to learn from this match itself, like how to improve their movement, how is doing everything. And I think like for now, they have like a very good solid movement to chase over Emerald, but that's not the only thing that they really need to focus on. If they are going for Mia, I think it's so much better rather than going for this Yu Chong, because Yu Chong is just like having they won't back him up. Like Axpin laner right now is like a solo player inside of the Land of Dawn. Like they will kind of forget him. But for the gold laner, if they are focusing maybe to use the Andal shard towards Mia, is the targeting. If they're targeting over Mia, it's going to be so much better. But yeah, that's what happened in the third game. And Uzbekistan is just like taking it to the next level with 3-0.
3-0 means that they will move on to the next stage. Again, ladies and gentlemen, there's an Asia qualifier all around, and one country, the number one in terms of all these, after all the regions, we're going to collect the champions, and only one will represent Asia as a whole. We also have Indonesia, the host qualifiers, later on as well. And again, ladies and gentlemen, the main event of ISF for the 14th World Esports Championship 2022 is going to be held in Bali. Indonesia was chosen as the host country, and you guys can also come and visit. Just join in the fun, watch the games, and support your countries offline. And it's going to be crazy because we have a lot of things prepared from the 2nd on to the 11th of December. A $500,000 US prize pool, 6 games to be played.
Yeah.
And what are those games?
6 games, 7 matches that we will have. Mobile Legends Spam and PUBG Mobile, eFootball, Tekken 7, CSGO, CSGO Woman, Dota 2. We have plenty to be shown to you guys. But not only that, you can come offline and enjoy a lot of activities because this is the first esports tournament, esports festival that next to the beach.
So mark the date. It's from 2nd December until 11th December at MERUSAKA Hotel. So you can book the hotel, you can book the flight, come to Indonesia and watch the esports festival.
Let's
Please join us.
enjoy Bali. Bali is just such a great place for you to enjoy esports along with the beaches and everything. It's just like time for you guys to come around. But yeah, we will have plenty of matches for this ISF, right? Because like we have plenty of things. Yeah, because just like what we've mentioned, 6 games, 7 numbers of things that gotta be shown. I think like I want to see more over this one. I want to see how is the progress of all of the countries' esports so far.
Don't miss it, ladies and gentlemen. Follow us on the social media. Subscribe as well if you're watching. And you guys will get the latest information on when, the dates that you need to save to watch and to check the qualifiers. And again, we're going to have a few more matches later on in a few days' time. So again, don't go anywhere. Subscribe, and we will see you on the next time because it's been Mirko.
Fella Jave.
And Coleus here.
We are signing off. Thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you next time. So, bye-bye. Have a good day.
13 series have taken place. Cries, laughter, passion, everything happened in one arena. And now, all gamers around the world compete to be the best, gathered in one place, Bali, Indonesia. The land of the gods, the symbol of diversity, nature, culture. All elements become one, creating unity in diversity. And now, more than 120 countries and 700 international athletes will break a sweat to become their nation's pride. More than 50,000 spectators, 594 offline matches, and 196 matches on stream, 6 different games, and CSGO International Women Competition, 5 big stages. With esports entertainment and cosplay event, more than 70 exhibitors, the biggest esports events ever. Be a part of esports history. 14th ISF World Championship, Bali 2022.